Hello there. Sylph approaches and tries to look for, I suppose, what may what might look like the leader of the troop or so on.
Okay, you... Sylph and Gomi, you recognize the man who steps up.
Oh my.
Thomas sort of steps out from behind a wagon, sort of hands over his head, sort of stretching in the morning light, and sort of sees you all and sort of says, "Greetings. Can I help you at all?"
Yes. We would like to offer our services to guard your caravan on the way back to Whitehearth.
So, hold on, me and Silence recognise him then straight away.
You would recognise him. You sort of stayed with him for a good 2 to 3 minutes, picking stuff up again, and sort of... Silence even more so. You definitely remember this person after you think he stole your pouch.
Mm-hmm. Well, Gomi would just nudge Silence, go, "Isn't that the guy from yesterday?"
It is.
And of course, Sylph has no clue.
Ella doesn't care.
Gomi just says, "How do you want to handle this?"
Thomas, meanwhile, is talking to Sylph and sort of saying, well, it's true the roads that up that way have gotten rough, so we would definitely appreciate some extra hands. Suppose standard guards rates? 10 gold for a successful trip.
Does Gomi hear what he's saying?
Yep, you can sort of hear him. He hasn't seen you guys yet. You're a bit sort of out of his distance. He's more sort of talking to Sylph. He's talking to Sylph, and he's sort of saying, there will be hazard pay, of course, if, God forbid, we actually run into trouble on the road.
Well, how about this? Make it 15 and we'll be off.
Gomi's going to step forwards so he can actually see her and say, well, how about you actually pay my friend back what you stole from him yesterday?
Yeah.
He sort of see.
How about 23 gold coins and 5 silver?
He sort of goes,
Yeah.
I remember you two. You're the rude bastard who sent who nearly ruined yesterday's stew. What are you accusing me of?
Silence.
I accuse you of stealing my gold. You're a pickpocket.
I didn't steal anyone's gold.
You did.
I did not, sir.
Intimidation.
That is an insult to me.
I'm gonna have to roll for intimidation.
Yes, but what do you do for the intimidation?
Well, I take out the living boast that I have.
Yep.
And sort of willingly. And can I roll for intimidation?
Yep, you can roll for intimidation.
Every time.
Alright, Silence is allowed to intimidate.
He steps up and sort of forcefully leans forward into you, like almost poking you back, even as you lean forward and saying, I do not steal. No one in this caravan does. We are good, honest circus folk.
Can I cast Mage Hand and smack him in the face?
What?
Smack who?
What?
Smack who? Silence or the guy?
The guy.
Well,
we're gonna have to fight at the circus.
Mage Hand to attack, so...
It's not attack, it's the same thing as grabbing. Only on the face.
Oh my god.
So you're going to gently caress his cheek?
Fine, I'll grab his face with Mage Hand. Just, on one side.
So while this is going on, Sylph tries to put himself in between Silence and the guy and say, look, let's not, okay? I'm sure he didn't steal anything. You said your money was just gone, right? Silence?
seriously?
Yeah.
You're taking this guy's side over Silence, who you've done battles with? Really?
I'm just saying that I don't know what's going on. I don't see the point of fighting right now.
I'm still gonna try to gently caress his face in a really creepy manner.
Roll a spell attack roll.
Oh. Hang on. How do I do that?
So roll 1d20 and add your spell attack bonus, which is +6.
Yep.
Whoop.
As soon as it goes up. You try to grip hold, and sure enough, sort of this spectral hand does form as you cast the cantrip, but it doesn't get good enough of a grip, and he just sort of pulls out as he steps back and sort of turns this off and says, "I'm sorry, sir, but I cannot allow these ruffians to travel with me. Accuse me of these false and baseless accusations."
Let's just kill him.
What the fuck? Sylph turns around and says, "Look, we've had a long week. We've dealt with undead. We're all a little tense, but like I said, I can more than assure you we'll stay out of your way. But at the same time, these roads are far too dangerous to be traveling on your own."
The only danger I have yet encountered today or in this area, sir, has come from your two friends. Not only did they threaten me yesterday during a mere accident, but now they come here to stir up more trouble, and one of you casting some sort of sorcery on me.
Oh, god damn it. Sylph turns around, looks at Ella, and stop that.
I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion.
You can see the mage hand sort of floating there. It is a visible hand.
Just hanging out.
I'm gonna cast Prestidignation, and in the distance you're gonna hear some terrible, terrible scream and some woman shouting, "Help me, ruffians!"
Oh, god damn it. Sylph just face palms.
Alright, Thomas, listen. Maybe I was too hasty. Let's
Don't back down
forgive
now.
and forget, maybe. Well, he's got my money, but I'm never gonna
I do
get
not, sir. I promise you.
It's fine. I believe you this time. You seem like a sincere and honest young man.
Alright,
I will point out to you guys, insight is a skill.
yes, there, 12.
He seems to be telling the truth. Like, he actually seems to be getting more offended than most people would with this accusation. Not only that, you are now sort of gathering a crowd of these they seem to be sort of, forming a not unsizable circle around you guys.
Yeah, keep your money pouches close around these people.
Sylph.
Thomas sneers and says, "We cannot do business. Good day, sir."
Good day to you.
And he sort of gestures and the crowd parts and you can leave.
Could I
Can we not just...
pocket him?
Damn it.
Oh, brilliant.
Can I,
I have,
pickpocket with Mage Hand?
You cannot. You actually need to be a arcane trickster, a rogue special class to be able to do that.
Yeah,
Damn.
you can barely distract people with it. You think you can pick someone's pocket with it?
Don't get sassy with me.
Silence, how would you like to try and get close enough to try and pickpocket him?
Keep
Right
in
now
mind-
he's standing about a meter away from you.
Yeah, keep in mind I'm the closest one to him.
What's that supposed
Right,
to mean?
so Silence would offer his hand, and if Thomas takes it, of course, I would pat him on the shoulder,
Yep.
the other hand, and of course, then I would try and sneak my hand into his pocket.
Can I cast something to kind of obscure his vision?
Oh my god! In the midst of this, can I see what silence intends?
That depends on silence. Sleight of hand check.
Should I roll?
Ella, what would you like to do to try and help this? Actually, no. I'm going to say you wouldn't realize what Silence is trying to do. He hasn't announced his intentions.
Sure. Okay.
Because that would kind of give the game away.
Yeah.
True.
Right. So yeah, this is just Silence, straight up sleight of hand roll.
Boo it.
Oh. What did I roll?
And you said, Rose, we're not going to have any combat today.
I challenge that.
As you sort of try to reach inside his coat, he sort of smiles and you feel his hand sort of grip your wrist. No, firmly, but sort of not aggressively, and just sort of guide it back and sort of says, "It has been nice, and although I am not a thief, I do know the ways of the trade. Stage magic is a belief."
What?
And he sort of flicks his
race?
hand in sort of a handkerchief. This is just a human.
Filthy humans.
Where am I in relation to him?
You're about a meter away from him.
Could cast sleep, and this could all be over.
Regardless, Sylph tries to guide Silence away, just sort of getting what's going on. And come on, guys, let's just go. Let's get out of here.
Let me just double check something. Actually, no, I wrote down that earlier. Okay, that's fine. Yep. Sylph starts to lead you away. And sort of, you hear him turn around and start sort of, "Okay guys, show's over, come on. We normally make the audience pay and not the other way round. Let's get these wagons up and roll out."
We could kill him.
Are you saying that in character?
Yeah. To you guys.
What the fuck?
Once for a short way away, Gomi's going to check her coin.
Your coin purse is there.
Good.
I bet Silence isn't. I don't think. I mean, how many people are there in the circus?
From simply the number you saw at least nearly a score, so 20. But you could see that there were still sort of people moving and not taking part in this. This seemed like quite a large group of people.
Not to mention attack them, that's going to piss off the guards as well.
That's true.
Look, Ella,
Yeah.
I don't know where this newfound bloodlust of yours is coming from, but I think we just should go. There's no reason to fight here.
Fine.
A little gold.
Gomi just says, personally, I like the bloodlust.
I was just defending my friends instead of being like, "Oh, nope, Silence is full of shit. Let's just leave."
A little gold is not worth the price that would be on our heads.
It is if you want to do something useful with the gold.
Keep in mind that the cat catches the mouse not because it's sneaky, but because the mouse is.
What?
This time I was caught.
If the mouse
That's
is...
all.
Oh, never mind.
Exactly.
Come on. Let's just look at it this way. It's going to be a whole lot easier to get back to Whitehearth if we're not worried about being jailed.
Well, we should just leave now then if we've got everything in order.
Yeah,
We've got
let's go.
supplies to the road.
Aren't we actually friends with Lord Chris, or whatever his name is, of Mars Edge?
Friends? You spoke to
Lord
him once.
Christopher of
Yeah.
Marshedge. You met
left
him
union with
once.
Xenifer. I mean, that's gotta... Yeah, oh, alright.
The problem is, you have no way to prove that, and you know for a fact he is currently in Whitehearth.
That's true.
fine.
Like Sylph said.
Should we head to the boats to get a boat up there, or...?
No, we were told that there won't be any boats for another couple of days. That was the whole reason we were going to meet them.
Right.
Just walk.
Yeah, if it's going to be a couple of days to walk back anyway, well, it's still going to be quicker.
That's true.
Do we know how far it would actually, like, how long it would take to walk it rather than use the boat then?
If you left now, sort of still early mid-morning, get there by sort of afternoon of the 4th day.
How many days did What's-Her-Face say it would be before a boat leaves?
She just said a few days.
It might just be quicker to get a boat after all then. Because the boat was, what, like a day, wasn't it?
The boat, when it was coming down, it travelled without stopping because it was told you were on a mission of importance.
Yeah, true.
It would probably be about 2 days or 2.5 days to get upstream, and that is also another thing to consider.
It's against the wave.
It's heading upstream this time.
Keep in mind, guys. I've got the natural explorer feat as a ranger, and we move quicker through forest than we would otherwise.
Is that the one?
Is that just you, or is that whole party though?
Well, no, it does help the entire party. Let me look it up.
Paladin Ranger.
Let's see, adept at traveling and surviving in the wilderness. I can make a check, and difficult terrain doesn't slow our travel. We can't become lost.
Well, you'd be familiar with the area anyway.
True.
Hello?
Yep.
Okay,
Still got you.
everyone just sort of cut off then, but that's okay.
Yeah,
I'll say with Natural Explorer, you feel quite comfortable you could get everyone sort of safely to White Turf.
Look, guys, I know these woods. We can get back quicker than we would if we waited for the boats. And keep in mind the boats are going upstream, going back to White Earth. So we might as well just walk.
Well, then in that case, we better leave now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Silence, how about we not start fights? Like, if you've got cause you can prove, go for it. But I mean, we don't have a leg to stand on, because if we ended up attacking him and the guards came after us, what would we even say to defend ourselves?
We were defending the honor of honest people.
Yeah. Honest people.
You see, elf, there is honor in this world.
Honor's one thing. I spent too long on the outside of society to go back to that. I can't go back to hiding from others.
All right, next time we'll do it your way.
I'm just saying, like, if you've got proof, I'll back you up 100%. But until then, we need to obey the laws of this land, I think, whether we like it or not. When it comes to this sort of thing, anyway.
Well, like I said, next time we'll do it your way.
I just ask for caution.
No, I understand.
Oh, sorry, if you're still doing the RP stuff, go ahead. I was just going to ask a question.
No, go for it.
Go ahead.
Each morning, if we're out going somewhere to attack, or we're travelling through the wilderness, can I just say that I cast Goodberry each morning and give 10 berries to one of the party members so that we have them on hand? So if we get in a fight, I won't have to go out of my form in order to cast it if we need it.
Yep.
And I'll just take one spell slot off each morning, kind of thing. Pretty sure it's not a ritual.
1 second. I will also say that would probably save you from foraging for, because it does count as an entire day's.
Yeah, 1 berry is an entire day. No, it's not a ritual, so I just take 1 spell slot off each morning.
That said, if and when we need to forage, if we're in the forest, we'll find twice as much food because I'm awesome at forests as a wood elf.
I also have
You
great
also-
water.
You're an outlander, aren't you, Sylph?
No, I'm a hermit.
Okay.
I'm an outlander, I think.
In which case, yeah, you would be able to also, from background, easily provide for people.
I can carry like 200.
Yeah. And on the off chance we ever get into somewhere where we're really fucked and can't get hold of water, I always have to create water spell on hand just in case. That's a good point, actually. I should have picked up a bucket while we were there just to chuck on my pack.
But yes, you can travel to Whitehurst without incident.
Ah, awesome.
We could have made a bucket out of the head of.
Yeah, we could have.
But
No, I just imagine Sylph sitting down. Not Sylph, Silence sitting down drinking wine out of a skull.
yeah,
The only real people that you see as from Marsh Edge are in fact Thomas and his troop. They ride past you while you're still sort of on the path before you veer off into the wilderness, and you get a lot of dirty looks.
yeah. I'll check my pockets though, just in case.
I want to let.
Is this the first time you've checked your pockets since you walked away?
Shit.
Your money pouch is gone.
If your money's gone, we're going back. I'm just telling you.
Your money is gone.
Do you
I'm
tell
just
us that?
gonna- Hold on. Minus 27.
Right.
Fuming.
What?
Yep.
Do you actually tell us, Silence?
Yeah, I do.
We're going
this
back.
before
We're
or
going
after
back
they've
right
rolled
fucking
past?
now.
What do you mean going back? They passed us.
Then we're going after them.
Look, why don't we bring it up to proper authorities when we get there? We already know that Kristoff is in Whitehurst. Why don't we talk to him about it?
No, why don't we just go handle it ourselves?
Because then we'll have a price on our heads.
Not if we kill them all.
So,
Jesus. Who are you?
I'm angry.
we don't have to attack them in the city.
We can attack
They are
the
now
forest.
outside the city.
While Rose is scribbling 20 new NPCs. Yeah, because we don't have to attack them. Like, if no one knows about us attacking or sneaking in, may stab
wait.
Thomas in the face a bit.
Either way, make up your mind fast before they get out of reach.
If we're attacking them outside of the guard's jurisdiction, it doesn't matter.
I won't be a party to this. I can't.
You are such an elf.
I fucking hate you right now.
I'm just saying, we don't have a leg to stand on. Don't get me wrong, I want to slit the guy's throat too.
You don't have a what?
There's no way we can get away with this, is what I'm saying.
There's all the ways we can get away
I'm
with
arguing
this.
caution, and talking to Kristoff first, I think, is the best chance we have. We already have good repute with Whitehurst.
Yeah, well, then why are we talking to Kristoff? Surely we should talk to Nantolian.
Well, that's my point, is that Nantolian will champion our cause. I'm saying that you guys are going about this the wrong way.
Hey, I'm just waiting to see what happens. If we fight, we fight. If we don't, we don't.
I'm all for it.
Always fun with me.
I don't think murder is a good response to theft.
Well, then tie them up and take their money.
Well, there's 20 of them. At
At
least
20
of
that
them.
you saw.
Yeah.
God damn it.
But I mean, they're hypothetically, we could wait until they're asleep and then sneak into Mr. Thomas's caravan and stab him in the neck.
I'll go with you.
Rose,
Example.
Yep.
how deadly is the spider form I can do? Like poison-wise?
Goddamn murder hobos.
I'm actually just asking out of curiosity.
Which spider form would this be? Just double checking.
I think... Oh, wait, no, it's just regular spider. Is there rules for that in there?
I will double check now.
Because I should imagine it's not going to be like a fucking black...
Should be.
It's W swarm spiders.
Yeah, because in here it only has giant
As a-
spider.
Yeah, the regular spider, a tiny beast unaligned, which is CR0, by the way.
I should imagine so.
It's +4 to hit. On a hit, you deal 1 piercing damage, and the target must succeed on a DC 9 Constitution saving throw, or take 2 1d4 poison damage.
Oh, yeah, that ain't going to kill him outright.
No.
But if we go in under cover of darkness, I could even do the fog cloud and sleep thing. We could just keep them all unconscious and take whatever the fuck we need.
And what if any of them are elves? Sleep doesn't work on them.
Well, then restrain them.
Then they die.
Whatever.
You're talking about
Actually-
murder.
All
Talking
right,
about
so
outright murder, all of you.
No.
Silence said that next time we'll do it the Sylph way, and well, fine, we'll do it the Sylph way this time.
I'm just saying, if we bring it to Nimtolian, he can take care of this. I believe in him.
What if he doesn't?
Then I guess you'll just have to learn to deal with things, not with murder.
I'm not talking about murdering them.
You're talking about outright murder, all of
I'm
you.
not.
I praise Silence for being the one that lost his money and being able to see reason.
If Silence doesn't want to go after them, then we won't. He's the one that makes the decision.
You know, it's a strange day when a half-orc is more level-headed than a gnome, I'm just saying.
I'm defending my friends.
So am I, but I have to agree with Sylph that killing them on the road at all is still wrong.
We'd be nothing
Not
more than...
all of them was.
We wouldn't have to kill all of them.
Even just killing him might be a bit far from theft.
I mean, we'd be nothing more than common brigands in that case.
Well,
The way I see it, this is just like what if Gomi gets into Thomas's caravan as a spider, turns into a bear, mauls his fucking face, and he gets out. Who's gonna know it's us? No one. I'm just saying that is an optional. That is an alternative.
I suppose you're not wrong, but at the same time, going straight to murder. I mean, I'm aware I've not been exactly restrained when it comes to killing prisoners of ours, but they've always attacked us first.
Well, look.
Sure, this guy robbed you twice, but in his defense, you did try and rob him as well the second time.
Our initial thing was to go in under cover of darkness and just steal back what is rightfully Silence's. Alright? Then there was a complication put forth. What if something A, B, or C happens? And at the worst case scenario, we know how to handle ourselves.
Look,
if you don't want to do murder, we won't murder. But I'm just saying, it's an option to go in under cover of darkness and take care of things. And if not, we'll just get out. We'll just get out. No murder.
Look, the elves have a saying, and I'm making up well, whatever. The elves have a saying. We'll call it Elohim's law, that whatever can go wrong will go wrong. And you can't plan for everything.
No, but we can try.
And fail miserably.
Thing is, like picking locks, for example. I imagine that there would be a lock on the caravan door that we need to pick, even if we go in disguised with all of our magic abilities. We would have to pick that lock.
Look.
And I don't know what kind of check we would have to make.
That would be a sleight of hand check,
Yeah, and I am
or a
obviously
straight
very, very good.
dexterity check.
And which one of us has dexterity?
Sylph.
If we promise no murder. I mean, obviously, we're not going to murder.
If we promise no murder.
I promise no murder.
So far, the only plan that has made any sense was Vince's one about me getting in there as a spider and then just mauling his face. But at the same time, that's a big leap from him stealing from us, well, from Silence.
Yeah, exactly, because I wouldn't get my money back if you just kill them, because as a bear, you don't have pockets to put my money in.
So what I'm basically saying here is, we've all got some terrible ideas. Like, seriously.
No, some of us are really stealthy. We've never done outside of the game. We've actually never done a stealth thing. This would be a great way to experiment with that.
Keep it in the game.
Fine.
There's a reason I've never done a stealth thing.
Well, I've got
But
enough.
I have a pass without trace, which gets everyone within a certain range of me plus 10 to stealth, to dexterity.
Look.
Well, if I needed to stealth, I could, because they're bloody stealthy anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Plus they're tiny, but at the same time it doesn't really achieve much.
That's true.
And there's a lot of people there to have to avoid. And then, even if we do sleep them, yeah, that's great, it will knock out most of them, but if there's any elves there, that they're still going to be awake. In all likelihood, they'll be awake anyway.
Well, then we'll just leave.
You buggers never sleep.
Look, Silence, Ella, look at it this way. This guy already took Silence's money twice, if that's what happened. And I believe you, Silence, that you think that's what happened.
That you think that's...
Renee's getting pissed at me. But in any case, he's already stolen from us twice, right? You think that we can out stealth this guy?
Yes.
You literally think that?
Yes.
Why?
I have
What
spells. The tiefling has spells.
As do they.
There's less of us.
I'm saying that if we get Nemtolian to champion our cause to Kristoff, we might be able to rightfully murder this man.
I don't want to murder him. I just want to get
I
his money
don't
back.
see going that far.
That's my point being is that the only retribution that we will get without getting a price on our heads will be, okay, so A, we murder every single person, all 20 people, so no one can say anything. Do you really want to do that?
No.
Or B, we go to Nemtolian.
Or C, we go in under stealth.
And if someone finds us, someone sees us, someone says, oh, those are those assholes.
Then we explain what happened.
Get a bear in his face.
Which then turns into murder.
Yep. Which means we have to murder everyone so they won't say anything.
Why don't we just take murder
Look,
out?
best case scenario, say we were spotted. I could become a horse, which then means some of us can get away
I
quickly.
can teleport.
And
You can teleport?
Yeah, I have a teleportation spell. Thank you very much.
And then they know
How far
exactly
is that?
who it was. Oh, it's the druid and the tiefling and so on.
Even if they spot us, what difference does it make?
Yeah, they're not going to do anything. That would incur the wrath of investigation on themselves. And you really think they could hold up against that?
Against their own
No.
people? Yeah.
Say they report us for that. Right. Worst case scenario, we've snuck into their thing on the road. They can't prove it, but at the same time, that means that if we were to try and report them back... So our choices now are either we sneak in and try and get the money back. If that fails, we run, but then we can't ever get the money back because we can't report them.
Exactly.
Alright. Let's not attack them.
We don't have to attack them if we sneak.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
little gnome wizard, what do you know about sneaking?
Not much. That's why I want to do it.
I can teach you to sneak. I can teach you all about stealth. You know how I spent fucking 50 years in the forest avoiding people. I can teach you about some stealth.
Then why are you worried about this one caravan?
I'm not worried about being able to do it. I'm worried about the response.
Then be extra sneaky.
That's not how it works.
It's like,
What?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, I'm going to need to call a short break.
Yeah.
I am about 5 minutes out from getting this ready. I can actually talk you through what happened. So, you've been having this talk as you've been walking along. The caravans are now sort of a fair way out of sight. They can move at a fair pace faster than you. However, they are quite easy to follow. They leave tracks which are quite obvious and sort of fairly easy to find. And it isn't too long before sort of they're out of sight, but you can still easily see where they are / where they're intending to go. They mainly seem to be sticking to the road and not straying far from it. And they stay on the road for probably most of the day. As they travel, you try to keep up with them as best you can, but eventually they do sort of disappear out of eye and earshot. They're sort of singing songs, they're quite cheerful, they're quite happy.
Keep in mind, Sylph, as the best in the forest, is not exactly trying to help with this endeavor.
Yep. And eventually they do sort of pull off to a side of the road into forest, and they start setting up camp. This is slightly different from their previous camp. This is made more for their own sort of personal comfort rather than putting on a stage show or similar. So they set up the wagons in sort of a rough circle and sort of pull boards out from the undercarriage, obviously designed to do so. And soon enough, they sort of create a large bench in the center of the encampment. And there's a few campfires around, and people are sort of talking and laughing. You can't get too close without making some stealth rolls.
Well, before we go in,
Yeah.
Gomi's had an idea if we're actually going to go ahead with this.
oh, we are.
Right then, before we go in, I'll turn into a spider and go on one of your shoulders, it doesn't really matter whose. That way, I'm not interfering with a stealth because I'm a stealthy little spider. When we find out where he is, wherever he's staying, if he's behind a locked door, I can get in under the door, turn back into myself on the other side and unlock it from the inside, if that's possible. If he wakes up while I'm doing that, I'm going to have to turn into a bear and smash that fucking door down, and we're going to have to run like hell. If not, then we could try and find his money in there and leave. Is that agreed?
No.
Yep.
Yep.
But we're not
like a-
killing.
No killing. Deal.
Well, All right.
Unless necessary.
Look, I'm going to reiterate, the only way we come away from this, if they see us, you're right, yeah, we get that 1 in a million shot where no one knows what's going on, but I have a feeling this guy knows what the fuck he's doing. I'm sorry, I feel like he would...
Which is why we're going to plan and take extra precautions.
Extra precautions like what? Oh, we run? And then what does he tell Kristoff? Who's where they're going?
Gomi says in Elvish to Sylph, because I know Elvish.
Ooh.
I
He
do
says,
not.
like, I'm doing this to try and keep them safe. Understand that. I don't want to go any more than you do. But if I have to choose between getting spotted and possibly getting into trouble, or them two getting killed, I'm going to choose to go try and help them. But I promise you, I'm not going to be doing any killing.
I'll be in self-defense at most.
Do you know Elvish?
Sylph responds in Elvish and just... Look, if you guys want to do this, I'll stay on the outskirts. I'll be there to help, but I will not be going in. And I know for a damn certainty that I'm the one that could best do this. You have my support. You don't have my agreement. I'll stay on the outskirts. Fuck, I'll recon the area for you. But beyond that, I'm not going in there.
If that's the case, and you are the best at this, wouldn't you rather see your friends safe than possibly get into trouble?
Exactly. That's why I said we go to Nimtolian.
And I agree with that, but Ella and Silence aren't going to back down.
They would if both of us did.
Trust me, they wouldn't. You can see that Ella's set on this. She won't back down over it. And Silence, well, he's pissed off. And I know when I'm pissed off, there's not much that can stop me. They're not going to back down. So either we can choose to help them and possibly succeed, or we choose not to and they possibly get harmed. Those are our only choices. But, like I say, I'm not killing. If it goes wrong, we get out of there. It's that simple. If we get spotted, the worst that can happen is they report us when we get back. We deny it's an Imtolian. He's more likely to side of us, but at the same time it means we can't report them in return.
Yeah,
we walk away with no worse off than we are now if we do get seen. So why not help us try and succeed? If we succeed and get away without anyone being any the wiser, then we're up. There's not much to lose if we get out of there as soon as we're spotted.
Very true. Very true.
I don't like that I can't understand what's going on.
Too bad.
Do you actually speak Elvish, Silence?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, otherwise this is getting
I'm not
really
in
awkward.
character. I'm not in character. I'm just agreeing. Sounds good.
Give me a second. I need to formulate this.
See, in my head there, I was thinking, oh shit, if he can actually understand Elvish, and he turns around just in Elvish and says, oh yeah, I agree with that, I'll be like, shit.
No, I'm not using my silence voice.
It's
You know I'm not in...
That's true.
continuing. It's 20 or 30 people's words against ours. We're 4 people. Yeah, we worked in White Hearth. We've taken care of a few problems here and there, but I can't justify it. I just can't.
Circus folk.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I'm thinking.
Racist.
Yup.
well, Gomi would actually say, yeah, it's 20 or 30 people's worth against us who are our community. They're always going to side together, irregardless of whatever happened. They already know of us. I dare say there was witnesses to us confronting them back in the other town. They could simply seem to be just trying to get us in trouble in the next town, since they know we're heading there anyway. And Imtolian knows that we do well. We've helped him multiple times. And he knows what quest we're on.
Sylph just shakes his head. Okay, in common. Okay, fuck it. Or the Elvish equivalent of fuck. I need to find a word for that. But okay, let's do it. Fine.
Bird.
Welcome to the dark side.
Yeah, well, you said no murder, so...
No murder. I assume you said that in common.
Yeah, no, yeah.
No murder. Deal. I will make whatever deal you need me to make for that. I will not kill anybody.
Agreed. So worst case scenario is a smashed door with lots of bear claws in it. That's fine by me.
Do you... I mean, okay, then how are we going to do this? Who's doing what?
So my idea is that we sneak up, we find out which caravan is Thomas, and we sneak up to it, use our cool spells. Gomi gets to move in as a spider and can unlock from the inside.
How about...
Yep.
How about I recon the area, and if I can get away with that, we can go further. But if I can't even get away with that, then we'll know that this is a terrible, awful idea, like I said before.
That makes sense.
Agreed.
If you can't even manage to recon, then they're already alerted and we won't be able to go in anyway.
There you go.
Yeah, then we'll just charge. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, but that sounds good.
We should start with that detect magic spell, just to make sure if there are magical alarms that we know where they are.
Well, I mean, I saw you use it earlier. It didn't seem like it had very much range on it.
Shit, let me check.
If it's...
You
if
used it
it's
as a ritual. It didn't get expended.
Yeah.
I always use it as a ritual.
Well, no, I was talking about the actual range. If I remember correctly, it said like 30 feet or something.
Oh,
Yes.
Which is
It
far
is
too
30
close.
feet.
Well, to be fair, even with dark vision, we can only see out to 60 anyway.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if I can cast it every 10 minutes, essentially, because it's a ritual, we move, I cast it, we move, I cast it, we move, I cast it, just to make sure.
You're missing
It
much
lasts
of
10 minutes anyway.
What?
It lasts like 10 minutes anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, so we can slowly...
I will point out one of those components or requirements for it is somatic, meaning you need to make a noise.
And as I said earlier, I need to reconnoiter before any of you can actually move in. I'm sorry, I've spent the most time hiding and stealthing around and surviving out of all of you, I think. I mean, unless I don't know something about the rest of you. I think I can take care of it, but if I can't, I think that should be reason enough to move on.
Agreed.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
So, before we do this, who wants the good berries?
I'll take them.
Yeah, I don't want them. I'll live and die on my own accord when it comes to this sort of thing.
Well, you can heal yourself anyway, to be fair, if it gets desperate.
I was trying to be dramatic.
Okay, I guess then, you know where they're camping. It's fairly obvious where they are, however you also realise it's probably actually best to wait until sort of dusk, or at least it gets partially dark before trying to sneak up on them.
Could wait until it's like midnight, to be fair. We all have dark vision anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, in the waiting, Sylph will go ahead and meditate and take care of his sleep, if that's okay with everyone else.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
Before this, if we can take a short break to go to the bathroom and so on.
Yes, I will happily accept that.